Do you have your beers ready?
Yeah, sure.
Good, good. Let's see. I guess, yeah, so how, what's the status? Everything's pulled in now, right?
Yeah, I think yes. What's about you wanted to fix something? You fixed it or?
Yeah, maybe I can try to do that. Let me just see how quickly I can. Maybe I can share my screen. I can do some XPing, co-programming. Let's see. Oops, what's happening? Cerebral.
Yeah, no open pull request at the moment.
Let's see. Oh, update now. Are you using VS Code now, Henry, or Atom?
What? Where are you other here? Again, what you said?
Oh, Omir, if you're using VS Code or if you're using Atom.
Atom.
Okay. Oh, what's happening? Oh. Let's see. Cerebral. Maybe it's a quick fix. I'll just see if it's a quick fix. If not, we can just document. Maybe it doesn't work yet. Let's see. Computed should allow computed. Yeah, I think it will work. Okay, let's do it for computed first. Should allow nested computed. Test. And then see. Prop should be computed. And then foo. Oh yeah, state.foo to uppercase blah 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 root.foo. Yeah, let's only run this test. Prop.get. Prop.get. Let's see now. Maybe you want to. Do you want to run like the test release, Henry? Like the follow the README. So if we don't need to pull in anything more, we can just do the release and paste the release notes in a gist. Okay, so yeah, this was the error.
Yeah, fixed it. Yeah.
So where does this happen? Is it inside the model? It's kind of big. Well, I guess it's. Oh, I haven't looked at this in a while. Yeah, I think it's the model that extend. Yeah, here it is. Observe state, and then it checks is observable. Yeah, here it checks if the so it doesn't really traverse. I think it's because it basically does a shallow check. No, we do traverse. Oh yeah, maybe it's here.
So it doesn't.
Yeah, maybe this should. Yeah.
Henri, you said that you have fixed this, right? Henri, you said that you fixed this.
Did you? Did you fix the nested computed thing, Henry? I think you're muted. If you... Is he there?
Yeah, maybe I misheard.
Extension. Oh man, how did this work? Extension, it traverses, blah, 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 creates observables of everything. And then it goes through the extension. Oh yeah, maybe this is the, it creates extended observable. Oh yeah, this should probably not be here. I think this should be inside here instead. Because we pass in get state oh yeah. Okay, let's try something. No, if it's observable. Yeah, I think I've been messing around here. I think. An extension. That's it. Observable. Oh. Oh.
Okay, I'm back. My computer was hanging after I tried.
Parent key. Blah blah blah. Not root, but parent. Extension. No, this should be parent key. Parent key. State should be extension. Root this state. Blah blah blah. Parent key. Extension. Oh shit. What is this?
What's happened?
Yeah, I'm trying to reason about my crappy code. Okay, I don't think we need this. If it's observable. Yeah, this can't happen anymore. I think it just, this should be observe else. Yeah. This probably won't work. Parent key. And then parent key. See. Oh. Unreachable. Oh. Can I make it just work? Unreachable code. Why doesn't print? Can I just prettify this format? It's so annoying, like when prettier doesn't work. but maybe plain still. Oh, yeah, cannot read property foo. $174. Oh, okay. Yeah, that didn't work. Oh. So, oh yeah, this get state is not a function. Where does it do that? It's computed. Not that. This get state. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one because I had some extend observable. Yeah. I think it has to. Yeah, the parent and extend. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. It's going to take some time to figure it out. I have to refactor it. I think. Unless
Christian, off the topic, why do you use VS Code instead of addon? Is it better?
No, I don't know. I started using it because I was trying to learn TypeScript, and it's, I don't know, like it's not that huge difference really. Like one thing in TypeScript support, they're different, but like the user experience, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have actually any strong opinions on which one to use.
Okay, because I've used it before, and then first I used bracket, and then I used VS Code, and then I used addon, and then I used VS Code, and then I used addon.
Yeah, because they're working really hard on improving the feature set and the experience. So like in the recent release, that is when they actually got the highlighting of errors in files on the left side. So addon has had that for ages, I think.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised it didn't have it. But then I searched on the web, and then it said, yeah, it's in the next release. Let's see. I just have to try one thing. Extend observable. Let's see. So we do extend observable parent. Then we just do key. What if maybe this works? And then it's just an empty object. Let's say update. And then, just give it the update, of course. It's maybe, I don't know. Oh, environment. Oh, no, I don't want to play around with this now. I'll have to look into it later. Cool.
I'm just running the release. Next.
Yeah, I should probably write, like, we have to, on the release, yeah, maybe we can just do that together. When we have the release notes, we just have to manually change them a little bit. We kind of announce the Fluent add-on in the release and remove all the commits that are related, because there's a ton of like commits that doesn't make any sense. Well, they're not very interesting, at least, because they're all related to the Fluent release. Yeah, I talked to Ives, and he needed to cook some food, so he wasn't available for testing the collaborative mode on Code Sandbox, but it's really cool. He's done a really great job there.
How you get this?
So I had some Matthias, did you the forms stuff? I was actually thinking about on the forms add-on in the description to kind of make it clear that you have to make a decision on, do you want to run your forms through the state store, or do you want to handle your form as just a very complex input to the state store? Because I'm so torn between this, like, because I built the forms in React library, and see other people who has similar approaches to like handling the form as just a very complex input, which you can listen to changes on. And then you have all the optimization inside the component instead. You do get less insight, like the debugger would only know about like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I've tried both.
What do you like?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Last week I just threw the whole forms out and did it with the internal state, and then I realized that it wasn't good, so I brought forms back.
Yeah. Yeah, forms are the most tricky thing.
Every time I'm using forms, like, why is this so complicated?
Yeah, exactly. Have you tried forms in React?
Yeah.
I
think I like Cerebral better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's too complicated. You know?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem with the Cerebral forms, is that it's complicated. It's not very clear how to do things with it. that's I don't miss the old forms. I think we're handling it more correct now, but it's harder to use it because you have to use this factory thing, but yeah, it's a tricky thing to do right.
Do you have any ideas? New ideas?
Well, I've been leaning towards looking into, like, I was, the next time I'm going to do a form implementation, I wanted to try Forms in React again, just to kind of like revisit the project, because there's someone else who has been managing it for quite some time now. But that doesn't mean that will be a success.
So that means internal state, right?
Yeah, so basically you just treat it like as a normal input. You have on change.
Yes.
And then that on change will contain all the values of everything in your form. And you pass that into Cerebral, and then you just store it. And then you have these other hooks like on valid submit, on valid, on invalid, depending on whatever you need. Which I'm not sure. I'm just theorizing. I have to try it.
So I had a pretty big, I think it was 1,700 lines of code refactoring with it was just forms.
Yeah.
So I threw Cerebral out, and after a couple of hours, I threw it in again. And it was better, but it was a middle way.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also this question, like forms are inherently difficult to do, and it's like there's no, like, if you have a very complex form, it will be complex and hard to do it in a way that just feels as easy as doing a simple form. But yeah, I don't know. How are you doing, Henry? Do we have a release?
Yes, 1 moment. Just to make the gist.
Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, because I thought maybe we could look through it together, and then we can write some stuff about Fluent, and then we can.
Okay, I have
do the release.
So you have it in here.
Oh. Yeah, let me just copy it. Edit. Update. Okay, so yeah, we're good with versioning now. We're not doing a breaking release anymore. Cool. So what I thought, yeah, there's really no, let's see, like there's no reason to edit this one, but we can, let's see here. Okay, so I think every package related to Fluent is unnecessary. Like, rather edit the release notes after release and then write like a summary of what is Fluent. Because these commits doesn't give any value to anyone, I think. And then we have some HTTP stuff, Inferno, routers. Yeah, and then add wait to allow getters. Yeah, so like there's some Cerebral changes that is related to Fluent. Allow getters. Did I make it possible to use getters? Yeah, actually, you know, I think I actually made it possible to to do like let's see, like, oh, you know, this freaks me out when I choose language now. I go to TypeScript instead of JavaScript, and it scares me. Oh, JavaScript. Oh, that you know, that's why that's the cost of becoming a consultant again. You start getting these new habits. Let's see. Yeah, so like,
should update packages Cerebral fluently from null, from version null? Is that right?
What was that?
In release MD update packages, you had at Cerebral Fluent from version null. Is that correct?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can just edit that as well. It's just because it's a new package, the release script. We never released a new package, I think, after we had this automatic creation of release notes. But yeah, I'll just remove that line as well, and then kind of like make a hype of, we have this new add-on, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, I can share my screen again. Share. Yeah, because I think it's actually possible now to do this kind of thing. You can like create a getter instead, so you can still say like state.foo, and then you can say this dot to uppercase. I don't know. It was just related to Fluent. Anyways.
So Fluent will be 1-0, yeah, 1-0.
Yes. Yep. Connect to do MVC running. Yeah, that's also, there's a ton of, yeah, maybe we can just go through this after release. But yeah, the most important part is, yeah, just checking the versioning, which we already did. And then I think we can just do the release, and as it releases, we can maybe work on the text for Fluent, like just write, can create a new gist for that.
So that makes the release?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can have Travis running here. Oh, where did it go? Oh, shit. Oh, there it is. What should we say? Make some cool complete type safe TypeScript or full TypeScript. What's it called? Not presenting, but introducing complete TypeScript support with the new add-on. What was it called? Cerebral. We now offer complete TypeScript support for Cerebral. The add-on exposes a new controller. Oh, doesn't it? Yes, soft wrap. Exposes a new controller that uses MobX. It uses it's a custom mobile layer. MobX allows you to write state changes, as oops. Oh, it's happening. Function my action state. State of food equals bar. This is actually still being tracked by the debugger as normal. Still. Other changes. Sequences also now has chaining. The Fluent addon also exposes a chaining API for sequences, allowing type safety in the sequence compositions. It looks something like this. Oh, this was annoying. What does it look like on sequence? Action. It is more fluff, but generally TypeScript requires fluff. It's a transaction.
Something wrong here with the master branch. It's not possible to make a fast forward.
Oh. Is it when you try to merge?
Yes.
Ew. I think I saw Alexei on here. Maybe he... Or is he driving? It's usually driving when we have Hangouts.
No, I'm not driving.
I think Henry has some Git issues. I just have to order a pizza while we...
Oh, I missed. Is there some problem?
Yeah, I cannot make a fast forward merge. I don't know why actually. I have to with the next into master.
Some more details. Where to look?
Chicago.
I have seen that master now has some more commits than next.
Should not be actually.
Oh yeah. But this is deal you make with TypeScript.
GitHub reports that we have 5 commits on top of 5 commits in master. That there is no that they absent in next.
Okay, why? So what we do with this one?
And you can actually...
How this happened?
Maybe we should rebase first, next on top of master.
Next on top of master. So go to next and then make a rebase master.
Yep.
Okay.
It's probably we have some conflicts there.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, if that's possible. Yeah.
Oh.
This looks good. Yeah, it seems to work. Yeah, no conflict.
A new Fluent introduction.
Okay, now it works. Yes, super. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, so what? Push it. Make the release.
Do it.
Okay. I do the right thing. Yes, I do. Okay.
And introduces a new connector. Okay. Okay, and it looks like this. Export, default, connect.
Seems that I have pushed it. Yeah, so should be a release now.
Oops. Into control tags of Cerebral are more declarative, but has used to define state dependencies and components and used as arguments for operators are indeed more declarative types, just like them. The Fluent addon will give you more predictability of time, which in larger projects usually is worth the squeeze. Blah 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 Mobex, yeah, and a link to the new introduction. For a complete first remember how to blah blah blah. Let's use this Modex as a customer. Is Travis? Yeah, Travis is running.
Yeah, it's running.
Blah blah blah. That's the triple barrier. More left. Pipe safety. No, let's interact and just as a new connector. Don't let it touch on this. You use to defensive pencil point. You use as arguments for priest and more clear, but that just does not like them. The Fluent which usually is worth the squeeze. The Code Sandbox IO project is currently being refactored to will be released soon. I thought I would write a new article on Code Sandbox after we're done with the Fluent refactor. Because we're refactoring not everything, but everything related to like the components and the state and all that. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, but then I think this is good enough. Oh, stop sharing. It's a big release, like there's tons of code.
Yeah.
But it's nice to finally release it. It's been like kind of blocking the it's kind of weird when you kind of wait, you worked on something and you wait for a release, you're kind of demotivated to work on other stuff. You just want to finish what you've been working on. So it's kind of like not only a code release, but it's like a personal release.
Now your test results are good. Yeah. So what you are planning with Code Sandbox? Are you planning a release now? Or?
Yeah, because Ives has been working on this collaboration mode. So he wants to release that first, and the project is moving to new servers and stuff. But there's actually pull request ready where we have changed, like we're doing it in 3 steps. So the first step is actually ready to be merged. It's just that Ives has been crazy busy with the new feature, which actually uses Fluent. So it replaces all the state with like Mobex state instead. Okay. But it continues to use there's not really much code change. It's just what's driving everything underneath. And then I'm now working on the second step, which is a new pull request, and that is actually refactoring all the components to TypeScript and all the modules to TypeScript. So you get, first of all, you get type safety for all the components, and you get type safety for the state. So that's step number 2. And then step number 3 is to actually refactor all the signals and actions, so that also those get full type safety. But it's really cool that it can be done in these steps, so you don't have to do everything.
Can be, yeah. You can make the signals and actions you can make after, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, so that's why I want to write an article on it, because if people have been working on bigger projects with Cerebral and want like the maintainability and predictability of using TypeScript, they can actually do it in steps. So
so you're gonna write something about how to do it, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it's just now it's really boring to refactor all the components.
Right.
So it's taking a little bit of time, but it will be done.
Okay. Where the component are in the pages folder, or?
Yeah, and also in the, like, you have the components folder, which are like the general components, and then you have the pages folder, which has like the application specific components. So I'm refactoring both of them. I'm actually done with the components folder, and I've gone through patron and profile. And it's kind of cool. It just works. So it's just renaming the files and using the new connector.
In the component folder, I didn't find any connector, Cerebral connector.
And actually, a couple of them has it, but the reason I'm doing it there is just because to give full type safety on just using components. So when you use these components in the components folder in the pages folder, you will be notified if you give them the wrong props and stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, so just by going through this refactor, I've found tons of places where we are passing props that isn't being used, and stuff. So
you found it with TypeScript or just by looking at it?
Yeah, with TypeScript.
Okay, so they show you, problem. That helps actually.
Yeah, it's. I think they're actually going to, like, there was the latest release now of TypeScript. Actually reduced quite a bit of boilerplate, especially in Redux applications, because they're introducing some new types of types. So I think they might be able to get to like a level where it doesn't feel so discouraging to kind of like it's this feeling of describing what your app does when you have already written what it does. Like, ideally it should just infer everything, just understand everything. But that's really hard to do.
Which release, 2.8 or?
Yeah, 2.8, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's not released yet. It's in release candidate.
Yeah, I think with next you can install it.
Oh, cool. Is it? I think it's done. Like, we have, I'm not sure what Travis is doing, but it
yeah, it seems green. Yeah, it looks green. Okay. Done your build, excited with 0. That means it looks good, yeah?
Play the...
Now he do something else. He do already the release, so the release is ready already, yeah?
Yeah, I think it should be. Where did my... Oh, shit, did I... Oh, there it is. Cerebral releases. 107 releases. That's pretty insane. Okay, here it is. Okay, so let's...
We are, yeah? Here we are.
Let me share my screen again, and then we can go through it. Let's see here. Let's get some more space here. Okay. Okay. So we have this null thing. So updated packages. Maybe we can just do it as like a header. Maybe that will make. Yeah, how should we do that? Maybe we should have updated packages, and then we can have
header is good, I think.
And then introducing. Then you get like a summary of what has changed, and then, well, these changes are not really changed. Let's put it at the top. Oh yeah, code sandbox.io. I forgot to insert a link there. Okay. It's code sandbox.io. Introducing blah blah blah. Then we fix the package, and then we need to go through. Okay. Cerebral fluent, 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 fluent. There is HTTP. Let's remove that, and then that was HTTP, 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 Inferno router. Connect. Yeah, this is a silly one. Oh, did I do this correct? Yeah, it should be this. Oh, Cerebral error typings. Yeah, I don't. Okay, I guess that's allow getters. Yeah, I guess we can have it there. Add way to build a factor branch API and docs, add modex and neutron model. Add computed handling. Yeah, this is also related to Ragnar. Let's see. Fluent, blah blah blah. Create sequence factories and refactor to do MVC. Add magic path helper, that should definitely not be there. Add evals when and equals to the Fluent sequence builder. Function tree, add Fluent module provider. Initial Fluent API work, blah, blah, blah. AngularJS, Fluent. Like that. It should be a router function tree. Branch should, yeah. Fix to the understand failing tests. Oh man, there's so much stuff. Angular. Router. That's just Fluent stuff. Angular. And we have Fluent. Let's see. Where were we? Fluent. Okay, modex state tree, React. Blah blah blah. Styling. I don't think we have anything related to Fluent. Oh, we do. Forms, HTTP, Inferno. Man, there's so much stuff that's been happening here. Preact, React, router, Cerebral, blah, blah, blah. Refactors, some Fluent stuff again. Fluent. Orange Mobbing State Free. Oh, there's some Fluent stuff. Sufficient. Make factories awesome.
Cool.
Okay. This is traffic light, Firebase, and here we have some more Fluent stuff. That was
Fluent, I think.
Oh.
Right. Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, Inferno, Mobbing State Preact, shortcuts. Oh, yeah.
TypeScript, no. This
Fluent.
actually.
Inferno, blah, blah, blah.
Here you can also remove this TS. In others, there are TS lint. There is a reverted actually. So there are two. There's one who reverts it, and the other. Where is it? Here in to do MVC.
No, Fluent. Here.
Yeah, this one is one. Yeah, and above. Yeah, this is one, and above is the one from Showtime.
There's a Fluent.
Who reverted? It starts with revert. It's on the top somewhere.
Add to the end. Let me see.
You have found it, or?
I'm not fixed typings format.
It's the beginning of others, I think. It's the beginning of others. So more above. Yeah, and now there has to be something with
revert. This one. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how it looks now. Nice. Didn't break any tables. Like there's nobody. It's just to give an impression that we've done a lot, and I think we we give that impression now. Let's see if the website is updated. It has a tendency not to be released for some reason. Oh, it's in guides, was it? No. Oh, it's kind of weird.
So it's updated, yeah.
Branch.
Production zone.
Next.
It's add-ons, yeah. It's add-ons. Should be Fluent. No Fluent. You have not make a link to Fluent on add-ons or somewhere?
It does. I just think something goes wrong with releasing the. No, wait. Was this in Next? Or was this the release? Next. Oh yeah, it's just called Next. Yeah, I can, but I can just do it locally. I'm not sure why.
It doesn't update, or?
Yeah. Master status. Git pull. What's the? Let's see. JSON. Oh yeah, we have to go into the website. I think. Website. Publisher. And we have deploy local and run deploy local. Oh, weird. Oh, I have to build it first, I think. Or does it GitHub pages -build? Okay, let's just run build first, just to be sure. For some reason, I have to enter my password multiple times. Sure why. Okay, published.
Published, yeah.
Should pop up. Shortly. Oh, TypeScript. There we have it. Cool. And then we can add that to the release notes. Oh, where is it? There it is. Right.
Oh, yeah. Updated.
In new blah, blah, blah. Update release. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Fluent is the other one.
This is nice. Okay. I guess we're happy about this.
So you're ready. Everything is ready, yeah, you say?
Yeah, so this is awesome. This was really nice to get it out. So yeah, as I said, this also gives more motivation to focus on the other things. Like there's no big project going on. It's the Code Sandbox refactor, but now we can make sure that all the bugs are being handled and move on. That's nice. I'll create a tweet and tweet it out. We just got some pizza here, so I have to do something about that first.
Okay, my soup is also waiting for me.
Awesome. But this was awesome, Henry. Thank you so much for pushing really hard at the end here. It was definitely needed.
Yeah, okay, so we're out now, right?
Yeah, and Adam will be very happy tomorrow. I think he's done. I was talking to him. We had the first meeting talking about, okay, let's do this. Let's create a package. Let's use the chaining API he's been developing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, I've been doing this for 2 years. Welcome.
Yeah.
It took you 2 years to realize that we should do it this way. But it's nice because people have been using TypeScript and people can still do that. It's just nice to have one opinionated way that gives you all the details you need to know to make it work, and then you can decide what to do.
Cool. Great.
Awesome. But enjoy your soup, Henry.
Yes, thanks. Your pizza.
Thank you. And thanks for the help, Alexei, with the Git thing.
So, yeah, see you.
No problem.
Have a good night, and I'll talk to you on Discord. And we should have more Hangouts. I miss the Hangouts.
Yes. Yeah, bye, Alexei.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.